What do you want to do this summer?
Camp out.
Every night?
Yes.
Lilah Roloff, a Little People, Big World star, is in hot water once more. On this occasion, viewers accused the father of three of endangering Lilah Roloff. What transpired with this current incident, and what are the opinions of viewers regarding it? It's normal for people to criticize you for your parenting style when you're well-known and have three little children. With regard to their three children, Jackson, Lilah, and Joseph Roloff, Zach and Tori Roloff have experienced just this. Naturally, people are even more critical of those who promote themselves as parenting influencers, like Tori Roloff. Tori frequently receives kickbacks and other benefits for promoting various baby and kid-related items. The Little People Big World husband and wife are frequently singled out online for their actions with their kids, including placing them in potentially hazardous circumstances, which exposes them to even greater criticism as parents. Zach Roloff just posted a video of Jackson and Lilah Roloff playing soccer online. Jackson was going all out, kicking the ball as hard as he could as Lilah stood at a painted goal. Zach instructs Lilah to move at one point, but he continues to record even though his daughter could have suffered severe injuries. In addition to continuing to shoot, Zach Roloff also made fun of the circumstance, which has only infuriated Little People Big World supporters. Tori Roloff and Zach Roloff had already placed one of their kids in potentially harmful situations. Zach was criticized by viewers in the Little People Big World Season 25 final for allowing Lilah to ride in a tractor bucket without any safety precautions. Following this new incident, Little People Big World supporters quickly raised their pitchforks, with many viewers denouncing Zach Roloff for once again placing Lilah in danger. The sun was setting over Roloff Farms, casting long shadows across the familiar paths and fields that had become the backdrop of the Roloff family's life. Lilah Roloff, at 4 years old, had always been an adventurous spirit, her tiny feet often chasing after her older siblings as they raced from one corner of the farm to the next. But today was different. Zach had noticed that Lilah seemed unusually quiet, a far cry from her usual chatter and laughter. "Lilah, where are you going?" Zach called out as he wiped his hands on a rag, finishing his work around the barn. He'd been keeping an eye on her for most of the afternoon, knowing how quickly she could get herself into trouble. Lilah paused at the edge of the cornfield. Her blonde hair, still damp from the morning dew, fluttered lightly in the breeze. She had a mischievous glint in her eye, but for the first time, it seemed tinged with something else. Curiosity, maybe, or was it a little anxiety? She didn't answer right away, which was unlike her. Zach took a few steps closer, trying to read her expression. "Hey, Lilah, you okay?" he asked again, a little more serious now. Lilah turned slowly and flashed a small, nervous smile. "I just want to see the pumpkins, Daddy, the big ones." Zach chuckled, relieved. Lilah had always been fascinated by the giant pumpkins they grew on the farm. They were a signature of Roloff Farms, and Zach had been planning a trip to the pumpkin patch with her later in the week. "All right, pumpkin patch it is. Let's go together." But before Zach could take another step, Lilah darted off toward the cornfield, her little legs moving faster than he had anticipated. "Lilah," Zach shouted, but she was already out of earshot. Zach's amusement quickly turned to concern. He wasn't sure why, but something about her reckless speed today unsettled him. It wasn't like her to run off so suddenly. Normally, she would have asked him to come along, or at least told him where she was headed. But this felt different, like a sudden change he couldn't place. "Hold on, Lilah." Zach called after her, trying to match her pace, but the narrow paths between the corn stalks were unfamiliar and filled with shadows as the light of day began to fade.